Greetings and welcome to this week's edition of One Big Thing. Kurt Goulding here, and today's one big thing is freedom. Now, last week we celebrated Thanksgiving here in the U.S. It's a great time where we can stop and reflect and be appreciative of just how blessed we are. And we should do this daily. And one of the great blessings here in the U.S. is freedom. Sometimes it appears that we're slowly losing some of our freedoms. Yet, one of the great freedoms we have here is to make a choice, to change direction politically. Every couple of years, every 2 years, we have a major national election for Congress and for a third of the Senate. And then every 4 years, we can decide if we want to change direction with presidential voting. The real challenge is keeping the elections clean instead of creating all kinds of BS excuses to allow voter fraud because the other party doesn't seem to have any good ideas. And so we create forever mail-in voting, ballot harvesting, early voting, just way too much stuff. Now, a few things that really help me realize this is, in fact, the greatest nation on earth is to look at what's going on around the world. In the past few days, the former leader of China that opened the Pandora's box of capitalism there passed away. And, he was the guy that actually introduced some limited freedoms by allowing people a path to improve their economic situation and take limited control of their own lives. But they could improve themselves and not be totally reliant on the government. You compare that to what's going on today, we see Mr. Xi shutting down all kinds of freedoms. He's gone to an unprecedented third term. He's using a zero COVID policy that kind of includes, it does include welding doors shut to keep people from going out and getting or spreading the virus. And the problem with that is, and it happened last week, is that people were welded in, couldn't get out, and were killed in an apartment fire. Come on. The truth is, unless you have some nasty preconditions like obesity, lung and heart issues, you got a 99% probability of surviving this virus. Come on, let's be truthful, guys. And also with this zero policy, China has significantly impaired their economy. Production of stuff is greatly slowed or stopped. Demand for soybeans and corn has slowed dramatically because of lack of growth in the economy. There is no way that China will import the quantities that USDA has estimated for them. Now let's also go over into the developed free world of Western Europe and look at the Netherlands. They're a very small country geographically speaking, and they only have a population of 17.4 million. That's less than a couple of the big cities in China. But in the name of climate change, the government has announced to the ag community, sell your land or have it confiscated. What? Classic fascism, man. This is what they do. A country that is small, it's not going to make any difference in the big scheme of climate change and CO2 amount. But oh my God, these people have come to the God of climate change, and they're willing to destroy the country. There's no question that it will destroy the economy of the Netherlands. They are the second largest ag exporter in the world. Think about that. By sacrificing 11,000 farm families so that no more flatulence and burping of cows and the methane that comes from that they're sacrificing them to the god of climate change. They're going to turn their country into a clone of Sri Lanka that totally imploded earlier this year because of such a move. Suddenly, a very advanced and prosperous country is going to look something like Cuba or Venezuela. By the way, China's telling the world to go pound sand on climate change. Do what you want, but we got 1.3 billion mouths to feed, and we have to grow the Chinese economy. So, until some strong, freedom-loving people that believe in the individuals and them being responsible, personally responsible for their actions, rather than looking to accumulate power and telling people they're stupid and only the global elitists know what's best for them. We got some real challenges in front of us. So, keep your powder dry, and until next time, happy trading.